Good morning, everyone. This is the CTS Sales Profile Solutions channel. We are continuing our discussion from last week with the 6th of 10 no-nos that drop your chances to hire a good sales rep. Number 6. Do not design a recruiting system without a cognitive test and a personality assessment tool. Without them, you will not have valuable psychometric information for making good hiring decisions or in customizing their onboarding and coaching the best that it can be for each individual. Also, do not purchase lumping assessments like the DISC profile that compile people into general categories and which have not been validated to show that they possess validity in predicting a person's ability to sell in your market and like your best salespeople. 7th, do not give cognitive or personality assessments after your final interviews. The science tells us that you will then lower your predictability in making a good hiring decision. When you give assessments at this point after your interviews, you will be more prone to subjective bias to hire. That's because the candidate's impression management and your own need to hire will bias your perceptions of them. Instead, to keep predictability high and to help you explore potential problem areas, give cognitive and personality assessments before any face-to-face in-depth interviews. Having their insight will then provide an objective stop on your predisposition to hire, and then in the interview, you can investigate potential problem areas revealed in the assessments. 8th, do not allow yourself or those recruiting to ask unstructured interview questions or questions found on the internet. In other words, do not allow them to ask questions unless they're structured to require specific and right answers related to a trait or skill that your best reps generally have. If you ask unstructured interview questions, here's what the Harvard Business Review says. Managers are excessively confident about their ability to evaluate candidates via interviews. In reality, studies indicate a low correlation, generally less than 25%, between interview predictions and job success, and some indicate that unstructured interview processes actually hurt in hiring decisions. The firm would have done better with blind selection procedures. The 9th way to reduce your chances of hiring a good sales rep is to allow only one person to do a final face-to-face interview. Predictability decreases if only one final interview is conducted by one person, or if only one person for your company is present in the final interview. 2 final interviews are best if done by 2 different people at different times, who later compare notes and make the final decision. Either person can stop the candidate from moving forward. This decreases bias and increases predictability. Number 10. Only focus on one factor when making a final decision and do not look at the candidate from several perspectives. For example, there are a lot of good, hardworking people who are nice and very likable, but who do not have the motivation or drive or the right combination of personality traits to be good salespeople for your company. Or you may hire people who can sell anything, but will make everyone around them, other reps, customers, and you hate them, and the company by their level of maturity and selfishness or their lack of integrity. One more example. You may not have the time to teach basic consultative sales skills to anyone, and you need someone with the personality and motivation to walk into a home, develop fast rapport with others, ask questions, listen, and close sales at an acceptable rate within 90 days. Now, I wish I could show you a picture of a 100-degree thermometer where at the center, we label a line across it as a 50-50 coin toss. This is where you start with your ability to predict which candidate will sell at the highest levels for your company and who will be a positive influence on your team and its customers. Each of the 10 don't do's we have discussed in the last 2 videos will lower your predictive ability when you attempt to choose the best candidate for your sales position. Using a research list of traits, the best practice recruiting system with its processes and tools and skills, sourcing from prospecting, screening out candidates early that do not fit, using validated assessment profiles before doing structured interviews, and making holistic decisions. These are the things that will make you better at recruiting highly productive salespeople who sell above the minimum standard or at outstanding levels on your sales team. Then the fun begins, onboarding them and coaching them. And that we'll save for another day. Until then, you can learn to recruit the best and build growing and great sales cultures. So do it. And always know our team is ready to help you with any resource you may need. That's why we're releasing videos each week to help those who want to recruit and coach the very best salespeople.